So, my question to my bipolar friends is, how much of yourself do you feel like you can show the world? If you're being honest about it. Not trying to be weird with this mirror setting, I'm just trying it out. It's kind of, it's just something, I guess, to entertain me a little bit. See if I can shut it off. Okay. Fire? What is that? Oh, that's kind of cool. Alright, so, yeah, question I want to pose is, how much of yourself do you really think you get to show the world, or that you get to show your family or to your friends? And does it go in circles like that, like echelons moving towards the center, and the closer someone is to you, the more of you they get to see? I'm wondering if that's true of other bipolar people. It's been true of me for a long time. My oldest friends and acquaintances seem to be the ones that know me the most. And then when you meet new people, it becomes difficult to show who you really are or what you're about. Let me see if I can explain a little bit better. It's like we all go online in an attempt to connect. But the first thing we do is we go fill out a profile on some social networking website, Facebook, Google Plus, whatever. Sorry. And we project an image of ourselves that we think is more acceptable, or that would be met with more, easier approval or whatever. We project the image of ourselves that's happy. I mean, just go to your own Facebook page and be a little bit self-critical, You put all the pictures in there that you like of yourself when you look the way you want to be seen. You list the books that you're proud of reading, but you don't put the ones down, that you might be judged for. So, slowly but surely, we sort of create these projected images of ourselves online. And they're not really us. And I'm wondering if other people feel the same way, or if this is something that bipolar people are particularly sensitive to, or not. The reason I say that is because if our objective is to connect, if that's the objective in going online and even doing all this mess, filling out profiles, and who and why you want to connect is a whole nother conversation. But if the objective is to connect, then to begin by creating sort of a false version of yourself is to defeat the purpose. It seems to me. I'm wondering if others agree. And what else? I want to know if people feel like they're really showing their true selves on their profiles, or whether I have a point on this projection thing. Because sure, you're going to connect, but you're going to connect with the wrong people. You're going to connect with the people based on this projected false image of yourself. It's like when you start dating and you try to be this person that the other person wants you to be when you're younger, you quickly figure out that that's a failing strategy. Like, it's not going to ever make you happy or the other person. So why do we do it online? Why do we create these little false versions of ourselves? And I don't think people are being honest with themselves if they say, no, I show the real me. I'm sure a lot of people will say that, but I don't buy it. So yeah, I want to know if, beside that question, if you really feel like you can show your true self to your friends, people that you call your friends, people that you call your closest, do you feel like you can really be real with them, or as a bipolar person, do you always have to maintain like a little bit different version of yourself internally than you allow to project into the world? That's an interesting question, I think. We'll see what you guys think. And then finally, with family, do you feel like you can show the real you, at least in that innermost sanctum that most people would consider the family? Or do you feel alienated there as well? In my personal case, I definitely have to hold back most of who I am around the general public. Around my good, long friends, I don't really have to hide much of my behavioral whatever, they're used to it, the intensity of emotion and the weird movements and all that. My family, I still have to hide a great deal from, honestly. I don't know. We haven't had a lot of great communication about it. They don't seem to have a grasp for what being bipolar really is, and it's very difficult to explain to somebody who sees the world in black and white what color looks like. I'm going to do a whole video on that. I know I keep saying that, but I just got to get the right words. So, yeah, with my family, I definitely have to hide a lot because they don't accept the parts of me that are different. They see it as behavioral, and they see it as a choice. And therefore, it's something you can choose not to be like if you want to. And so they're just not even accepting of the fact that it's a condition, that it's not a choice. This is actually how emotion runs through my system. This is actually how I'm built. And it's like they want to turn off the disorder, so to speak, and go back to somebody that they remember me as younger in life. I don't know. It's creepy. But anyway, that's the deal with my family. I have to hide a lot from them. Definitely from general public. Good friends, not so much. And my family, when I say my family, I mean my own immediate little bubble, because I don't have to hide very much at all from one member of my family. My cousin Mike and Carrie, his wife, they kind of accept what I am and what I'm about, and I try to do the same with them. It's the best way. And I think bipolar people generally tend to do that with people. I mean, the ones I know here in town are just like me. So I'm actually interested in hearing more from people out there of what your experience has been in this regard. Do you have to hide from the world is the short way to describe it. And do you have to keep a different version of yourself because the world won't accept, basically what you are or how you operate as a organism in normal mode? That whole idea of the oscillation, most people don't get. Like, they experience just this tiny bit of highs and lows, and they think it's the same for you. That's my best way of describing it, because it seems to me when you try to explain to people what it's like to be bipolar, like, sure, everybody has good days and bad days, you just got to snap out of it. They give you kind of advice like that. So, at least if we are talking to each other, we can get to the bottom of some of this stuff, I think. So that's my query, my video on how much of yourself can you show the world. And the next one I'm going to do is the Bipolar 20 questions, which they're mine. I put together a list of 20 questions that I think bipolar people are going to think are cool. And if a lot of people respond, a lot of bipolar people respond, then I can do like a data sample, little data analysis of it, and see what we come up with in terms of what our tendencies or trends seem to be. And I came up with 20 questions that I think will be interesting. We'll see if you guys have some other ones that you want to hear. So that's it for now. And please leave comments or likes if you want to see more of this kind of stuff, or if you don't, then leave comments on what you do want to see. Thanks.